All right, here goes. I had a thought come in back in 2017, and this was kind of like at the beginning of my spiritual journey. And after I had stopped going to church and really started on my personal healing. And for whatever reason, I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm like, just this thought comes in that like, back when I was going to church, I just couldn't believe that only Christians go to heaven. So the way that it was taught to me is that, only Christians go to heaven. You have to believe in God, and you have to believe in Jesus. And everybody else pretty much goes to hell. And I remember being in a Bible study and kind of like and asking that, and I'm like, I don't believe that that's true. I don't believe that, you know, that that's the kind of God that we have, that everybody else would go to hell. And so I never subscribed to that. I could not subscribe to that belief. And so one day, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, okay, so Christians believe that you have to believe in Jesus, or you go to hell. And I'm like, okay, so who's Jesus? Who is Jesus? Okay, well, we know that in Christianity they believe in the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Jesus is God in human form. And so we've got God in human form, the Son of God, led by the Holy Spirit. And then it kind of hit me. Okay, so what if the way to heaven, which I don't believe there is a place somewhere in the sky that is heaven, and there is a hell down somewhere in the core of the earth. I don't believe that either. But what if the only way to heaven is to realize that you too are God in human form, that you too are Jesus. And by that realization, that is how you will get to heaven. So when we talk about heaven and hell, I think that is right here. Heaven and hell is right here in our own minds of our own making. We live it, one or the other, every day. Sometimes both. Sometimes we're in and out of both every day based on what we think. I believe that God, and I recently, over the last couple of years, started referring to this energy as God again, just to simplify it for myself. People call it universe, prana, chi, ki, higher power, whatever you want to call it. We know that there is this energy out there that is in everything, around everything, of everything. We know that there is this life force energy that is unseen, and it manifests everything. It brings the unseen into form. And so if it is in everything and around everything, in order for it to experience itself, it had to come into form. And so it came into different life forms and also came into human form. And even biblically, Jesus says, do you not know that God is in you? Do you not know your body is a temple of God? The Holy Spirit is in you. It literally says it in the Bible. And he also says, no one comes to the Father except through me. Through me to the Father. So if he is the Son of God, if he is God in human form, he is a self-realized piece of this, then you get to God through the realization that God is in you and you are that.